Often you'll be happily coding along and you'll hit some task that you want to do, like maybe find the greatest common divisor of two numbers. And you think, man, that's going to be a pain to write. I wish someone had written it for me. You try the obvious thing, GCD, run your program, and you get an error, GCD is not defined. But the good news is, someone probably did already write this for you. In fact, for a lot of the common functions, they may already be on your computer. You just need to import a module. If you look through the Python docs, you can find the Python module index. In there, there's just a whole bunch of modules, and one of them is math. If we then look at the math module, we see that there are a whole bunch of functions in here. And one of those functions is GCD. So how do we get that? Well, since it's already on our computer as one of the built-in modules in Python, all we need to do is use the import statement. There are several ways to use this statement. We'll go through 3 of them. We can simply say import math. By typing import math at the top of our module, we're getting global access to all of these functions that are in the math module. If I run this program again, I still get an error, because in order to use any of these functions, I have to prepend them with the math name. Once I do, I run the program again, and I get the correct answer. The greatest common divisor of 60 and 18 is 6. That's not the only way to import this function. If I'm already using the word math in my program, or if for some reason I find these 4 letters too painful to write, I can make an alias. I can say import math as MT. And then instead of prepending with math, I simply prepend with MT. I still have access to all the functions inside the math module. If I know that I only need the greatest common divisor function, or a small subset of the math module, I don't have to import the whole module. In that case, I can say from math, import GCD. And now the GCD function itself is in the global namespace, and I just type print GCD. Now it shows up as if I had written that function myself. There's one more common way to import a module, and that's to use the wildcard operator, star. From math import star. That will also import all of the function names into my global namespace. So if I run this again, Python finds the GCD function no problem. The danger there is there are a whole lot of names in the math module, and there's a chance that I'm using one of those names somewhere in my project. So generally it's considered a bad idea to use the wildcard character. Now there are a lot of modules already built into Python. And if you go on in Python programming, you'll find yourself using them pretty quickly. But in addition to all these built-in modules, there are a bunch of third-party modules as well. Some of the popular modules allow you to use true arrays in Python, or print out fantastic graphs, or run a neural network. We'll talk about importing third-party modules later.